Going to be the last set of the week. Galaxy Gaming versus Battlecast eSports to close it out. First half of the split.
And
I've got
Prism
Prism here
is
with me because DG's
guest
still asleep.
casting.
Can you believe that guy? That guy DG. Sleeping throughout the whole day.
You really think he's still asleep?
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we should. I think we should call his cell phone. Do we have his cell phone number?
I don't have a cell phone, but I do have. Actually, I do have a cell phone. I just don't call it. But no,
Don't
I'm
worry
sure
about
he's
it.
asleep. He's been staying up until like 8 a.m. All sorts of crazy stuff. I need to set up the overlay.
Wow.
You overstep.
Yeah, he's been going off the rails, man. He's not the same.
There's always another way.
Oh, the Kindred ban at a Galaxy. I only see 4 games on TSM EZO for Kindred this season, at least in solo duo queue or flex queue. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they've seen that elsewhere. It's a little odd to see that instead of the Elise, which he has 75 games on.
It's possible that he might go after both of them, but Braum coming out instead.
Braum makes sense. I mean, that's definitely Sam's best support.
Yep.
And there's Morgana, which is a good ban no matter what,
Right.
every game.
Especially since Business Trooper isn't in. They don't really care to pick it for himself. Ban it away. I think it's the strongest support right now, at least in our league. So that makes sense to me. And there's the Elise ban.
Yeah, okay.
In vain. Taken away from Nightmare. Still has the Cassiopeia, but one hypercarry off the table.
It looks like the top laner is actually picking his top laner, Kappa Crusader, with the Malphite.
Yeah. Pretty early to start showing their hand on the pick ban. Going
Unless
for
unless it's
Malphite.
a support, unless it's possibly a support Malphite, but
It's true. It could theoretically be a support Malphite. Either way, still kind of early for showing what you want to do with your comp, which Malphite is literally go in.
I agree.
So, to see how that plays out, Jax and Gragas immediately picked up Na Jing. Probably going to be on the Jax, unless this is a Gragas support. Both characters flexible in multiple positions.
My assumption would be that Jack's top, Gragas jungle.
Probably.
I think there's a bigger chance of that.
That being said, I haven't even looked at Na Ying's champion pool.
He has 5 games on Jax this season in solo duo flex.
So
So
not
not
an
a ton.
incredible amount. But he plays it. How much did he play it last split? Or last season?
Last season,
Not really at all.
no,
7 games. Okay. But we're going to see Orianna and Ryze picked up. Ryze, one of the better mid laners in pro play. Probably the worst mid laner in solo queue.
and in our tournament, I think it's to be continued. I don't think we'll know how he's gonna play a factor here.
Yeah. No clue how well it's actually going to do out. I think it's definitely one of the harder picks to play, and at this level, I think there's just a lot better picks that are easier to do.
No, for sure. I think it's interesting that Battlecast is picking from the top down in order. You don't see that very often in these tournament drafts.
It's possible that their subs just don't have the right champions for the draft they want to do, so they have to pick top down. I've seen that before, and it's definitely not ideal. But at this
I never
kind of
know
caliber of
what
play, it doesn't really hinder you as much as you might think.
Yeah. I guess mid laners normally like to pick a little later for sure.
Yeah,
Top laners a lot of the time too. But since that Malphite showed,
yeah.
Jax was okay to pick. Orianna could be I saw Orianna support. I think just recently. So
Oh god, that sounds absolutely terrible.
it's just business.
hey, I've seen it. There goes Neon Sivir. It's his most played, most comfortable AD carry.
Yeah,
He
he
also
pops off on it.
he plays a pretty good Jhin as well, and he's been liking the Jinx lately too. So
Yeah, lots of options for him, even without the Sivir. I think probably wouldn't have even gone for Sivir if it was up, just because I don't think she's very good right now. I've been seeing him play a lot of the Jhin lately, if I remember correctly. So that's the one I would have expected him to go for. Still might, but it does leave him with a little bit lacking in the damage department. Nightmare though, going to be grabbing the cannon. That makes this a lot more likely of a jungle Malphite, possibly. Depending on what Daydream picks here, but probably support Malphite cannon top, unless it's a support cannon, because that is also a thing. Not normally with a Kai'Sa.
just like the 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 second game of the last set, some of these team comps are really interesting.
Yeah, so that's
That
gonna be a jungle Malph.
I have not seen a jungle Malphite in a long
It's
time.
been a hot minute, right? Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. Jungle Malph, Karma support, cannon top. All magic damage team here coming out from Galaxy. This is kind of when Battlecast wishes they had a Galio and a Dr. Mundo.
For sure. I don't. I, as a jungle main, I should know this, but I don't play Malphite. How is this clear?
I think
Does he even clear the jungle good?
I think
Fast?
because of
Tell
his
me.
W, it gives him an okay clear with his auto attacks. I don't think it's that fast, but I think it's a fairly healthy clear because of his W. I'll have to double check, but I know his E applies an attack speed slow to champions. I don't know if it applies it to monsters or not.
I think we can say, or I can say fairly surely that Malphite won't be much of a factor early in this
No.
game.
Yeah.
Definitely not really before 6 at all.
No, he should be getting out jungled by Gragas
For sure.
9 out of 10 times.
I think the Jax Cannon matchup top will be. I think that's a lot of it's skill based.
Yeah, I would say
I think
it's probably Kennen favored, especially if he goes AP.
Cannon should be favored, but a good Jax can, if he can, well, pre-6 anyway, just dodge that Q, and if Cannon steps close enough to get engaged on, I think Jax will win those trades.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I think it'll come down a lot to whether Kennen is saving his lightning rush or not. Because if he uses that aggressively, he's probably going to lose that trade. He has to save it for when Jax tries to get the leap strike and counter strike off. That way he can just zip away.
Neon Fire on Xayah is. I haven't seen him play much Xayah, to my knowledge. I think that's definitely a different pick for him.
Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of it either.
He actually has 61 games on Xayah this season, but I don't think he's really played it much or at all in any of these tournament sets. So that'll be different to see. Galaxy is gonna try. It definitely a team fight comp and all in. Go in or don't go in at all, and I think Tarek's ult will really stop some of that from happening.
Yeah, as long as Galaxy don't get really far ahead, if Tarek can even just start his ult as they engage, I think Battlecast wins these fights easily, honestly.
Malphite's ult will still hit, but
Mhm.
most of the damage after the fact won't happen.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
They just have to hard burst them out in like the second and a half that takes your Terror Cult to go, or is it 2.5?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up.
Okay. Yeah. And then again, also all of them being magic means there's just such easy itemization for Gragas. Jax can get a Hex Drinker that'll be really useful for him.
Tarek's ult is a 2.5 second delay.
Okay.
So if they play it right, and if Battlecast is kind of grouped up, they will have time for the Malphite ult followed by the Shockwave from Orianna. So they can put out a lot of damage before Tarek's ult pops.
Yeah. But they have to all be in sync with their engage.
For sure.
And then there's still a chance that Gragas disengages half their team with the barrel.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that giant exploding barrel. That
Yeah.
thrown away.
Yeah, Gragas' kit is really good.
I will say if Galaxy can somehow bait out the Tarek's ultimate before they use most of theirs, that's what they're gonna want to try to do.
Yeah.
'Cause then they can use everything without worrying about it at all. I think that's how they win team fights. But I don't know how they could possibly bait out the Tarek ult.
I think if they notice that Battlecast is being too like Twitch fingery with it, where like they see the mouthful and they immediately pop it, then they can try baiting it out with maybe just a mouthful and then like not follow up on it at all. And then wait for it and then recollapse with the Orianna and the cannon.
Actually, if the fight gets really bad for Battlecast, Tarek, everyone's getting pretty low, Tarek can ult, and then Ryze can take them all away.
Yep.
So,
That's
so they got a lot of
possibility.
ways out of a bad fight.
Yeah. I definitely like their comp. I think Galaxies is interesting, but I think Battlecast is a lot better.
If Battlecast didn't have Tarek, I would say Galaxy's comp was better. I think Tarek kills their comp.
I think, yeah, it definitely hurts it for sure.
Because Galaxy, I really think Galaxy would be able to, if they use everything correctly, would shred through at least half a Battlecast in the matter of 3-4 seconds.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of subs on the side of Battlecast here. I haven't seen 3 out of the 5 of them play, so it's really hard to say how they're going to do without ever seeing them for the first time. I got some download failed.
Yeah,
Able
it's you just have to go back out and hit reconnect or find someone and spectate them again. Spectator doesn't work half the time, so
I'll be back in shortly.
yeah, I got it. I got it too. So
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
and it's just a standard 5 point. Ain't missing anything yet.
Seconds until minions spawn.
All right, I'm currently reconnecting. Will we have to make sure we're on at the same time, or just get
It'll
up to present?
start you up at the right time,
Okay.
and if not, you can just skip forward to where I am, which I'm as far as I can be.
Minions have spawned.
All right.
All right, here we go. I'm in at a minute and 25 seconds.
Yep. Again, standard start. Duck Summit gonna be starting down bot. Fully expect Gragas to have just a slightly faster clear. Should be a little more healthy since she actually heals up rather than needing to wait for his passive to regen out of combat.
Looks like neither jungler's going for the early Scuttle Crab.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I mean, it's not like you're worried about the other person showing up and killing you, so. Not with these kind of junglers.
Malphite went straight from red to blue. Interesting.
Yeah. Malphite might have mana issues. He legitimately might not be able to, like, clear with that blue. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was the question before the game started, and how as clear it would be. And
Yeah,
now
but it
he's
looks like
taking-
TSM Ezreal gonna do an aggressive gank bot. No root coming out from the Rise. Only level 2, but still a good chunk of damage.
Oh yeah, that gives the Rise a lot more laning pressure early.
Yep. A lot more laning pressure. You'll see Airy coming out from Kennen. Don't know if he's gonna go AP or AD yet. But the Airy should still help him poke out the Jax in lane, and Sunny taking a pretty aggressive trade. Jimin's super low.
And Gragas is still in that area. He's looking for something mid.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to go for an engage flash body slam, flashed away from. For some reason the auto camera just like is refusing to go mid when Gragas goes, even though it's like there's nothing else happening.
Alright, this is interesting. Gragas is at his chickens while Malphite was counter jungling at his red buff. But they didn't seem to run into each other.
Yeah, it was a pretty good steal away there from Dux, taking the red.
Yeah, he had a good idea because Gragas kept staying around mid.
Yeah.
And he didn't have red buff yet, so he knew it was still up.
Yeah, and with all that time spent down in the red side jungle, Gragas never even took Raptors when he had like the complete opportunity to. So
Yeah,
definitely
while he was waiting for Orianna to misstep.
right. Definitely would have liked to see that out of him. Oh, I need another Dr. Pepper, but I don't have any.
Yeah, drink some coffee.
I don't have coffee either, and I hate coffee.
I know.
When I went to this like work Christmas party, and they were like giving out prizes. This is when I worked at Walmart, so all the prizes they just pulled off the shelf and like, charged it to the store. Like, oh gee, thanks guys. And
What you got?
I
You got
wa-
a coffee maker.
I won a coffee pot. I was tilted.
You could have sent it to me.
My coworker won a thing of Tupperware though, and she didn't want it. And I was just like, I don't need new Tupperware, but like it's better for me than a coffee pot will. So we just traded.
Neon's really burning through a lot of mana down here.
Yeah, he's using his blade color a lot. But they're getting a lot of lane pressure, so as long as they back and get a good reset and use these resources wisely to get the like lane priority, should be fine.
Yeah, Kaisa and Karma won't be able to push that wave up fast enough for a Battlecast bot lane to lose anything.
Yeah. Not at all. Also, something worth noting: Nightmare did go for whatchamacallit, lethal tempo on the Kai'Sa. Typically see I can't think right now. I was the master of words earlier. Now I'm just like duh. Fleet footwork is what he's got. Yeah, typically see fleet footwork out of Kai'Sa just so you can get through the lane phase a little bit easier since she is so short ranged.
Yeah, lethal tempo will I think it'll help a little bit more a little later in the game, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really consider it like that necessary if you're not up against like tanks, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you really want those extra attacks to be able to burn down the tanks with your percent missing health damage and all your on hit. But up against these people, I would say fleet footwork for the kiting potential, the healing. I feel like it's invaluable, right? Like there's you can't take that away. I feel against such an aggressive team comp like this. Even goes for the engage. Really good job there from Kappa using his lightning rush to escape, like I was mentioning in pick ban.
Yeah, he's crushing this lane right now top.
Yeah.
He's got a 15 CS lead, and he's really pressuring the Jax. Jax is always half health, and he's always full. Oh, Kengan's playing it very well. The Rise is trading extremely well with this Orianna. Every trade.
Yeah, he's trading well with her, but he's not getting a significant lead out of it. Same CS. Nayung recognizing that he's not going to win this CS war, trying to get some plays done, but every time he goes in, there's that lightning rush again.
He's got to make sure that's on cooldown before he goes in.
Yeah.
He's just taking free damage.
Yep, it is going to be AP Kennen. Except Revolver coming out. Dazzle going to go wide. Looks like they might actually want to get a little bit of damage off. There's a pretty good chunk of health off of Samuel.
Orianna and Rise both post level 6, and that is a better for Orianna in the lane than Rise, because Rise's ultimate does not bring any extra damage to his trading or fights.
Yeah. You know what they should do to Rise's ult?
What?
It should literally just be like a target area swap, right? So you TP to wherever you targeted, and wherever you targeted, if somebody's on there, they TP to where you were.
Ally or enemy?
Ally or enemy.
Sounds a little bit like Urgot's old ultimate.
Old Urgot ult, but AoE? Pretty much.
Yeah.
That would be broken as hell.
Malphite and Canyon looking for a move into Gragas' jungle, but they don't get there in time. Gragas gets his red buff safely.
Yeah, they're playing around each other pretty well. Jimmins is in a little bit of trouble. Ezio gonna flash and gets the body slam, starts chasing forward, gets the cask, but still needs a flash in from Insanity. Nice shockwave. I don't think it's gonna help. That was a little bit of a questionable ult, but a nice Malphite ult. Gonna be able to knock them up for the time being. He's a little bit by himself until Jejun comes in. Now Ezio gonna fall down. Insanity running away, but the stun is landed. Double kill for Ducksama.
Oh, the Malphite jungle paid off for a minute.
Yep, he did his job. He got to level 6 and he engaged.
He needed to get there about 1 second earlier to keep the Orianna alive.
Yeah. It was a really nice job, though, from Orianna being able to stay alive that long. Catholic Crusader going to go all in onto Na Yunjing. Forces the flash out. Didn't decide to chase that. I feel like he actually could have dived that with his ult, having only just started.
He would have killed him for sure.
Yeah. But he's fine with his CS lead. It's actually starting to go back towards Na Yunjing, not nearly as far behind as he was.
No, it's just so hard for him right now to, especially at that health, to even get anything, though.
Yeah. Especially with Kennen being full health.
And he can't back and teleport, because teleport's down. He'll lose way too much farm.
Yeah, he's building towards a Tiamat, which I think is an interesting choice. It should help him keep his lane in a little bit of a better spot against the Kennen, rather than constantly being under his tower. And the health regen is going to be nice out of it as well. Neonfire going to get hit up by the root. Might be able to get a nice Blade Caller onto the Kaizo. Wow, that was a lot of damage. He's going to be able to get the Killer Instincts away. Flashes out as well. They're going to start diving this because they've got the ultimate from Tarek. Now Daydream in a little bit of trouble. Samuel still tanking this. Needs to drop aggro. But a double kill for Kaiza means even trading that one away should be worth.
Definitely. That's definitely a good play there by Battlecast bot lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tower dive's pretty easy with the Taric ult, and they played it well.
Yeah, really good job for them. Dragon also picked up as proxy. And it's going to be a Windrake, which I feel like probably one of the best case scenarios for him in terms of Drakes here. It's going to help out Jax a lot, because if he needs to back, he'll get to lane a little bit sooner. You actually see him doing it right now instead of needing to use his TP. All that extra movement speed helps him get into lane, not lose as much farm. Also, Insanity looks like he wants to go for an all-in onto Jimmins. Forces him so low. Malphite on the wrong side of town as well. Is he going to go for an engage? He's all by himself. Why is he chasing after the Rise? Forced to use his ult out of there.
Why is Orianna still here as well?
That is a good question that I cannot answer. I feel like Galaxy could be putting a lot more pressure on this top lane with the Malphite going for potential dives and stuff. Oh my god, that Blade Caller landed? Holy crap. Neon's scary now. Stormrazor, Berserker Greaves, essentially the same items as the Kai'Sa, but just feels so much stronger. Capricorn Crusader gonna get saved by Ezreal, actually.
Probably not the direction he was trying to throw him in.
No, it's not. It's Gragas is an interesting character, because if you're not like super polished on him, it doesn't look that great. And it's like it's so close because right, you're just like your pixels off, and it's pixels are the make or break on whether or not your Gragas is effective.
Not a big Gragas player myself, actually. Yeah, pretty bad at the champion.
He's kind of hard. I like playing him. Daydream gonna be taking a lot of damage from Neon. Oh,
Yeah, you get on the right side of those feathers, you're okay.
Yeah.
Blade Caller definitely does it's his biggest damage ability. So if you can avoid being in front of the feathers, you're not going to take nearly as much damage.
Yeah, for sure. CS differential, pretty big in the top lane, even in the jungle and mid, but the bot lane though, 30 CS difference. I'm pretty much making up for the difference in top here.
Looks like we got a lane swap here from Battlecast.
Yep. Yeah, they took the tower. They don't want to lose top, so they're going to lane swap. Jiminy getting pretty low. Insanity taking a bit of a rough trade. Ult's coming down onto Gragas. Nice use of the shockwave. He's going to fall down, but it looks like it doesn't mean a whole lot as Nanyun Jinx here putting the hurt onto Dux, forcing the TP out of Kappa. He wants to go in, but not going to commit for it. Should open up top lane, though.
Yeah, they got free damage on that tower top. Oh, they should take that no problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Galaxy will be able to answer it mid.
They might be able to get it. They're doing a lot, and it doesn't really seem like Battlecast actually trying to stop them, focusing a lot of damage onto the tank rather than clearing out the wave.
Yeah, and Rise could clear that wave so fast. And he
Yeah.
wasn't.
So that's a little depressing to see. Battlecast with about a 1k gold lead. Feels like it should be bigger, but still pretty even here.
4 kills to 4, 2 towers to 1. It's pretty close so far. Battlecast does also have that Cloud Drake though, which isn't a crazy big deal, but it's good to have and not let the other team have. A little bit of movement speed never hurts.
The kill spread for Battlecast, though, is a lot better than that for Galaxy. 3 kills on a Malphite and 1 kill on a Karma. Not the ideal situation when you're going up against a team who has 2 kills on their mid laner and 2 kills on their AD carry. Definitely a bit of a better gold allocation for the time being.
Oh, for sure. Zaya and Rise will do a lot more with that gold than Malphite will, unless Malphite was building AP.
Yeah, if he went full AP, if he was spiked 29-29.
Yeah. If he was Spike, he'd be ulting and insta-killing 3 of them, but...
Yep. But he's not. Galaxy look like they might be able to get top lane though. Neonfire trying to clear out this wave. But I think it's actually gonna fall down. Nightmare takes a huge blade color though. He might be able to get the kill with Killer Instincts, but he's not going to now. Neonfire doing what he can to the Karma, but he dies down. I believe that move's called Soul Flare.
The other...
Flame.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Another kill for the Karma, though, and shutdown gold for the Karma, which, again, isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's good for her. Probably not going to be super hard carrying. Kappa actually able to walk away. TSM Ezio using his Drunken Rage a little bit too soon.
Infernal Drag is up, so teams will most likely be playing around this dragon.
Yeah, and this is where Galaxy wants to shine. They've got a big wombo combo. If they find a fight against Battlecast in an area like this, they should be able to clean it up at this point in the game, even with Hysterical being up. Kappa's actually going to try and proc it. He's all by himself. Doesn't have any vision. Flashes away. Uses the stopwatch. Might be able to get out, but he's going to try and re-engage with his ult. Nice use of the shockwave. Actually going to do a lot of damage, but there's just no one else here to finish it off, and that is pretty much...
Very questionable play.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he went in there to start doing stuff all by himself. Didn't have his team behind him, and they've earned pretty much all their fight cooldowns trying to save him, so...
And I don't know why he didn't start his ult before he Zhonya'd either.
Yeah, should have ulted
That
before
might-
the Zhonyas.
Might have backed a couple of them off anyway. And Neon is free
Just-
split pushing top.
Not the person I expected to be split pushing. I kind of expected Nayung to be split pushing, but nope, Neon's going to be down there taking the tower. Infernal Drake should be going over to Battlecast as they're just playing the vision game really, really well right now.
In a perfect world, it would be the Jack split pushing, but if they're gonna let the Zaya do it and not answer her at all, why not?
If no one's answering, who cares who it is? As long as they can take the tower, right?
Exactly, and they obviously did not need Zaya to take that Infernal Drag, so...
Yep. Gold lead is growing. Dragon's exacerbating that.
Yeah, the Infernal Drag will be a big deal as we progress in the game.
Yeah, both teams coming in with 3 new players, essentially. I think both teams have played with a couple of these, but never really ran this full lineup at once for either side.
No, and it's been fairly close so far.
Yeah.
A couple misplays here and there that got a Battlecast ahead, but it's only less than a 2.5k gold lead. That doesn't make or break the game.
Not yet. Yeah, for sure
Not
not
yet.
in a dire situation. Especially if they start grouping up and using their combo, right? They've got everything up. They can definitely try and force something if they can find a route for Kennen to get in. He doesn't have flash, which makes it more difficult, but looks like Duck's going to try and do it. Has the Ori Ball on, and Battlecast recognizes this, but still might go down. Battlecast going to have a hard time in the fight, especially with Zaya dead. Now Kennen, though, trying to use his ult to get away. He might actually be able to, but the barrel is going to pick off the kill. 1 for 1 right now. Now Battlecast looking for a flank. Sammy OP wants to get a dazzle off. Actually might be able to get a nice 3-man dazzle. That was so perfect. And the Cosmic Radiance is going to come down as well. They can't even take damage as they're chasing forward. Flash is coming out from both sides. Jimmins gets away, but a nice flash over the dazzle from Nightmare still puts him in a bad spot. But the Killer Instinct right back into Gragas, though, as he gets slapped by a fat belly and falls down.
You know, right before that fight happened, I was about to say that they might be in a good place now that it was a Zaya for a Kennen trade, and they might be okay with Zaya down, but apparently they can still win a fight without Zaya.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even like that clean of a cleanup from Battlecast, but the perfect 3-man dazzle opened it up to take the fight, forcing out a lot of summoners. Look at the summoner spells on Galaxy right now. Most of them just used that fight, so really a rough spot for them to be in.
They only have one teleport and one ignite up.
Yep.
And the smite, and that is it. No flashes, no heals, no
Yep.
barriers. That's definitely gonna hurt them in the next fight.
Yeah, it'll make it
Assuming
a
if-
little bit harder for them to actually find the engage that they want to. Nightmare taking a lot from Neon Fire. Not going to get a Blade Caller, but a flash forward picks up the kill there. He's so incredibly far ahead right now, 4-2 and 0. He's
shot
blazing
by
right
him.
now.
The first shot with the Storm Razor did like 25% of Kai'Sa's health.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous. It's a strong item even after the nerf. Well, and right now it's at the point where it's basically what it was at one. I think it's the same as it is now with Rapid Fire pre-nerf. So without an item, it's worse, but with an item, it's the same. We are going to see Battlecast start up the Baron. No Kai'Sa yet. I mean, if they can get this damage off, they can do this. Capra Crusader needs to start TPing, but I don't know if there's any wards. They actually could really take a good fight here if he gets into the pit. Gonna be coming down. The Baron's getting low. Nightmare gonna be going in as well. Nice shockwave with the Malphite ult. So many health bars going low. The ultimate's a little bit too late, and Kennen actually picks up the Baron. This is a very disastrous fight right now for Battlecast. They just triple kill for
And
Malphite.
that is the wombo combo we were talking about. All before 3 people dead before the 2.5 second it takes for Tarek's ult to go down.
I mean, even besides the 2.5 seconds for the Tarek ult, he didn't even cast it until the main combo got started. Like,
Yeah, it was a little late on it too.
that was definitely a rough call. I was talking before about how Galaxy wants to find a position where they can fight Battlecast around an objective, right? Where they can get these monster engages off. Battlecast funnels into the Baron pit. They get themselves low, basically do half the work for Galaxy, and they're going to give a Baron almost an inhib for it too.
And again, the teamfight Baron gold swing. Galaxy now ahead by about 1,500 gold, and they still have Baron buff working on more.
Yep. Gonna be getting to bottom tower as well. Neon can't do anything to clear out this wave. I'm not sure what I feel about Neon going for the finished Mercurial. I understand the QSS. I don't think that finishing Mercurial is going to help him at all, because he's going to get burst down before he can get any of the lifesteal off. So I'm not a big fan of the lifesteal. I feel like if he was really worried, he'd get like a
Guardian Angel.
Hex Drinker, GA, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Also worth noting, TSM Ezio going for an AP Gragas build means that the entire idea of they're all AP, it's so easy to itemize against them. Well, he's not itemizing at all, right? He's going for full damage.
Actually, their whole team, besides Merc Treads, they don't have much magic resist yet at all.
Right. Definitely not TSM Ezio. Gonna get spotted in the bush. Yeah, definitely kind of fumbling on the build department in his Battlecast right now. I wouldn't have even minded seeing Merc Treads from Neon.
No,
Just to help him get out of
been okay.
CC. Looks like Ducks around the corner has the Aura Ball on and wants to go in for an engage. Flashed away from, though. Now it looks like they might try and turn this around. They don't have Xayah, though, so they need to play this slow, but lots of damage coming out. Explosive Cast is going to disengage half the team. Slicing Maelstrom is going to be finished up, and they're starting to turn the fight back around. Kai'Sa into the back line using the Killer Instinct. Now TSM Ezio trying to get to her. She does actually fall. And Xayah gets a double kill in the backside as well, chasing or running away from Jimmins and Ducks. And just barely winning this fight. Look at the health bars right now from Battlecast Samuel. Yeah, be careful there, bud. But that's about as good as you can hope for.
Oh, Galaxy used the Malphite Ultimate and the Shockwave together. Burnt 2 flashes, but didn't hit anyone. And that's a lot of their team fight damage. I think if they could have, they should have backed off on that one after the flashes were blown.
Yeah, did he use the shockwave even
He used
when the
the
Malphite ult
shockwave.
missed? Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Because even if the Malphite ult missed, if he uses that immediately, he's wasting a considerable amount of crowd control, right? You want to wait for them to be about to land from the Malphite knockup and then use the thing. So definitely pulling the trigger there probably lost them the fight, actually, because if he still had that to maybe deal with Neon, I think they probably still could have won.
Yeah, he hit R probably before they even flashed,
Ugh.
or at the same time. So
That's unfortunate. It definitely needs to lighten up on the trigger finger, I think.
still a good fight from Battlecast, brings them back into the game.
Yep.
Gold fairly even now. But
Yep.
Galaxy still has that fight, and that's 2. I don't remember who flashed, but that's 2 flashes gone from Battlecast.
Yep.
So
Nayun
next time
and
Malphite goes
Insanity.
in, yeah.
He's
Next
got,
time Malphite goes in, they're gonna hit people.
assuming he doesn't miss, but yeah, it should be fairly guaranteed now. Looks like they're not even like worried about having lost that fight. They're still balling up on the Malphite, looking for an engage. They might have even, they were really clumped up there, but they're definitely playing the vision game to try and get themselves in a good position. Battlecast might step forward. Oh, that Void Seeker actually might have warned them off of going in to the bush.
Oriana just keeping that ball in the Malphite.
Yeah. No reason to have it elsewhere. Malphite with the Aegis of the Legion. I'm actually really curious to see where this goes, because it could be something as simple as like a locket, but I kind of hope he goes for a Zeke's with this, because a Zeke's on top of Kai'Sa is going to add a lot of extra damage, and when he ults people, he knocks them up, and he's planning to stand on them for the entire fight, so like the burn is going to be there the whole time as long as Kai'Sa doesn't get one shot. So I think a Zeke's would be an incredible choice for that locket, or for the Aegis there. The game is slowing down. Nanyun Jing hasn't been split pushing at all. Didn't really get a chance to. Is up and farm though. Oh, Daydream DC. Pause the game. There we go.
Neon Fire's definitely gonna have to play back in team fights. He cannot get hit by Malphite, or the team fight's definitely over.
Yeah, or he just needs to be really, really on point with his ultimate. I think the Xayah pick as well, also a very strong choice. You were talking about how you haven't really seen him play it a whole lot, which he seems fairly comfortable on, but I think it was a really good choice for the ability to disengage with that ult. Also makes a bit of sense as to why they banned Sivir, because they didn't want to have their whole plan get spell shielded.
Yeah. He'd have to be really, really quick on that finger, right when Malphite ults to get that off.
Yeah, and even then it would only block one ability. He'd still have to flash. So I still think the Xayah is actually a better choice, compositionally wise, against theirs. But 63 CS up in the bot lane, already building towards his IE, or not already, actually kind of just now building towards his IE. It's a little late.
Yeah, because he bought that Mercurial
Yeah.
earlier, which you're right, the IE would definitely bring a lot more damage to the table.
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there's a whole lot of time for him to even be lifestealing in these fights if it's going the way that Galaxy plans. And if it doesn't go the way Galaxy plans, I don't think he needs the lifesteal anyways. So, like...
Funny enough, though, that Mercurial on Neon is, besides boots, the only magic resist pretty much anyone on their team has, except for a no magic mantle from Derek.
Yeah.
Still, 30 minutes into the game.
Yeah, definitely making
So
it
much
easier for
being,
Galaxy.
Yeah. So much for being an easy team to build against.
Yeah. Definitely easy. Maybe they just weren't thinking about it. Who knows? Who
Doesn't
knows?
look like it when the AD carry has more magic resisting anybody else in the team. It does not look like it. And I'm surprised Gragas built sorcerer shoes
Yeah, he's
instead
going
of
full
merge with as
burst.
well.
He's finally getting some health with his giant belt, but it's just full burst from the Gragas. Probably going to see either a Warmux or a Dead Man's out of that Giant's belt, I think. I would be a fan of a Randuin's, if only because of the Kai'Sa, but still think Magic Resist is the best choice here.
Yeah, it's probably if I was to guess, I would guess it's gonna be a Warmogs.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to walk out of a fight and gain all their health back?
Not I, sir. Not I.
Kaisa is sitting on 3 items while Neon Fire on Zaya is almost sitting on 5. Well, 4
Four.
plus boots.
Yeah.
So actually, she's actually only half an item ahead. I feel like she should be way more than half an item ahead.
He's sitting on 1,200 gold.
Well, yeah, while Kaisa's only sitting on 600, so probably pretty close to almost a full item ahead. But
Yeah, he
not
should be
quite.
selling that Doran's to get his pickaxe, but for some reason he hasn't.
It just doesn't seem as significant with 63 CS lead and 5 kills.
They are down a
For
couple
cer-
turrets.
Ooh, turrets. Yes. Gotta remember those turrets.
And Baron. Baron gives 300 gold to every party member. So, lots of global gold from Galaxy is really what's keeping them in here right now.
Makes a little more sense. Oriana was catching up on farm a little bit, but somehow she has 0 kills with all the shockwaves she's hit. After receiving 9 assists, though. She's actually only 500 gold behind the Rise. Which is pretty good considering how much he was bullying her in lane earlier.
Yeah.
That Gragas is behind, though. He should be building full tank.
Yeah, this game would be just
Right now.
so much easier for them if he was full tank. If he had a Visage and an Adaptive Helm, and then hell, he could even go for the Abyssal Mask, right? Like, there would be no killing him, right? He wouldn't be doing damage, but they've got a Rise, a Zaya, and a Jax. Like, they don't need him to be full damage right now.
Oh, he could even get a Banshees.
Even a
At least
Banshees.
at least you get a bunch of magic resist with that, and you get some AP.
Yeah, and you get the spell
you
shield.
might get out of a Malphite Ult or a Shockwave.
Means, yeah, the chance of him being the person they engage on pretty low. I actually almost feel like Galaxy should be solo focusing Ezio, right? Like trying to catch him out and pick him off, because if they kill him, they can immediately turn on Baron.
Yeah, it's up in 25 seconds. Well, that's why they were, and they don't have any anymore, but it was good of Galaxy to walk through the enemy jungle, that top side when they were doing that, and clearing enemy vision, getting their own vision in there, because that makes it so much easier to get a pick. You get one person going in there just to ward, to get some vision down, and Galaxy can see everything. That was smart of them earlier, but they lost some pressure here, so they no longer have any vision in the enemy jungle. On either side, really. It's probably gonna come down to the next fight around the Baron Pit. Could potentially be a game-ending fight.
Yeah. definitely be a big deal. We'll see how it goes. Gold is swung back into Battlecast's favor.
Not by much, though. At this point in the game, 800 gold lead for the team doesn't mean that much, but Isaiah has the majority of it, sitting at 13,000 gold.
Yeah, 3K up right now.
About,
Yeah, about 2K. Yeah, it's about 2K.
yeah,
2,000 gold up right now
2,200.
on Kaiser, which is definitely
yeah.
painful.
Everyone else in the team is pretty even on both teams against their opposing laner, except for Malphite, who's about 1,500 gold up. But again, that doesn't mean a ton. It wouldn't mean that much if Gragas was building tank, but it means a little bit more that he's building AP, because he's just not going to put that much damage out.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough items yet.
Still in the pause. Daydream still hasn't reconnected. That's really sad. They've got about 7 minutes left until they have to forfeit the game or play 4v5. So hopefully they'll be getting back in soon. I think I just received news that they're reloading their client now. I'm not sure what happened.
Who is it? The support?
Yeah, the Karma.
Daydream? I would play 4vs5 if
Yeah.
his internet went out or something like that.
Right.
I would still play 4vs5. I think they'd still have a chance. I'm not saying they'd win, but I think they could have a chance because it is just the Karma.
Hey, Amp
And they
won
still- they still have all
4v5.
their Wombo.
Who was that against? Who did Amp win 4v5 versus? I don't remember.
I must have missed that.
Yeah. Yeah, Nozumi DC'd and they just played it out 4v5.
Were they already way ahead?
Oh, yeah, they were like 10k ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. But yeah, I mean, like you're saying, Karma not the integral member of this like team comp swing condition. Nice to have, definitely a detriment not having, but still chances to get the one-shot wombo off without the Karma.
Oh, for sure. Now, if Malphite GC'd, just surrender. It's not gonna happen. Or Oriana, or Kanging. Any of those three.
Yeah.
She's logging back into League. She? Is it actually a she?
Must be. We have a lot of girls playing this season.
We do.
We got Splenda,
I-
Chijiru.
Oh, I didn't know Splenda was a girl. I
Yes.
just found out Shijiro was a girl.
Yep.
And apparently potentially Daydream.
Daydream.
Mango Crow is a girl. She's a sub for DOV.
Yeah. And DV picking up all the girls.
That's good though. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, video games aren't supposed to be for a specific gender.
Nope.
I can't get my fiance to play any though. She plays Pokemon Go.
Oh
That's it.
boy, Pokemon Go.
Yeah, we just re-downloaded it.
There's this street near me that is just littered with Pokestops like every 5 feet, right? It's ridiculous. And I don't live in like a super big town. Right? You go to LA, right? It's just like, oh my god, there's Pokestops everywhere, right? Like that's not a thing in my town, except on this one street, and it's a 1-lane like street each way. So like you're driving down, and people will just like stop in their car like in the middle of the street. You're just like, come on, like, do you have to be playing Pokemon right now?
That's hysterical. They don't have to stop their car. They just have to be going like 15 miles an hour, and they can get every one.
Slow enough to where I still can't get by.
Honk at them.
It's a pain.
It happens. I do the same thing though. I'll drive real slow down the road when there's not cars behind me though.
Right.
And if a car comes up behind me, I'll get the heck out of there, and you know what? I'll circle around and come back if I really want to.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna be back in game though. Woohoo! Here we are.
Everyone got their coffee, got their bathroom breaks in.
Yep.
Both teams good to go.
Yep. Ezreal gonna be taking blue buff for himself. I feel like you'd really want that on the Rise, especially since Gragas is ideally a one combo wonder. But they are gonna be setting up with the Jax on the bottom side, trying to get the split push now, recognize that maybe team fights not too in their favor.
Yeah, it's smarter than Galaxy really has to. Jax does have teleport up as well, so he's available at any point in time.
Yeah. A little interesting that Malphite hasn't been in this pit taking this up. Nightmare actually getting really low for fight does break out. That could be really, really painful for them. Ezreal does have a way over the wall as well. Gonna use the barrel cast. Can he get in? He does! He steals the Baron and the ultimate from Tarek in time to save him now. Neon Fire on the wrong side of the fight. Ultimate from the Malphite gonna knock him up. He still manages to get out, but the killing instinct from Kai'Sa. He falls down and Samuel LP running away. Jack still pushing on the bot side. You've got Baron. You can keep going for this. Samuel and Rise gonna try and run away. Ken is gonna be answering bot side while Samuel gonna fall. And they will get the inhib.
Out of this.
Yeah, but they do need to be careful. Jack's actually TP'd up behind them. I don't think he can fight, though. But a flash in from Rise means maybe they can. The body slam only lands onto the Malphite. He's going to flash out as well. And the Shockwave comes back up. They're going to try and disengage with that. But the Rise ult thrown really short. Actually, I think they lost ground using that. In terms of what they would have had if they were just running. But that was all over the place.
That cask thrown by Gragas, though, was perfect. Getting everybody off the Baron at the perfect time for him to come in and smite it.
It was really well done from him. Sadly, Neon Fire kind of went a little bit too ham by himself. Literally tried flanking 1v4. Definitely not the ideal situation for your Xayah to be in. End up losing the inhib. Still with the Baron, though. Might be able to get something done if they can get Jack split pushing effectively. It's going to be hard, though. Kennen sitting at 3 items. Went for a Rylai's. I feel like he doesn't need the Rylai's. I think something like a Morello's would have been a better choice. Just for all that penetration. Penetration is nice. That's probably shouldn't say that. Magic penetration is nice.
Don't say that either. What if there's wizards or witches?
Well, at least that one's a proper phrase. M-pen is nice.
Alright, give it up. Battlecast still has 3 members sitting on the Baron buff, so they can still run a 1-3-1 or a 1-4-0 kind of split push if they want to. It looks like Jax is going to be sticking with the split push and unanswered as of right now.
Yeah, Kappa looks like he wants to go in. The Slicing Maelstrom is on, but it's not going to be able to stop them from getting away with the Realm Warp. Now TSM Ezreal all by himself. He does have the explosive cast. Going to be able to use it to get the Kai'Sa off him, but the stun lands. Plasma not going to get the last stack off quite yet. He's able to get away, but the ult in for Malphite. Now he's going to be cutting off Xayah. He goes down 2 in this fight. Just goes into Galaxy's favor. Jax is split pushing, but he hasn't even taken a tower yet. Just now doing it. Going to try and get the inhib to at least make a trade here, but Galaxy using their comp correctly, getting fights off. Looking like they might want to head mid. See if they can end 30-second death timers.
If that was it, Kengan should have stayed with him. Because he doesn't have teleport up either.
It would have been hard because Jax had Baron minions and probably could have base raced them with how long it's taken Galaxy to even get here. So I think
it would have been close. I don't know if Jax could have done it by himself. Because they would have got here and got the towers done faster with Ken here as well. It would be close.
Yeah. They at least take something in the base, though. Battlecast respawn. waiting for their inhib to come back up.
Battlecast does have all 4 dragons now. 3 Cloud and an Infernal, so they can get around the map and roam real quickly.
Yeah, the triple Cloud Drake specifically is really scary, especially if you're worried about this Jax like split pushing. Right, this guy is going to be very hard to catch. He's going to be able to run away from any situation, really get to a lane fairly quickly, and roam up if he needs to. So, pretty good for them. And having 4 Drakes, and you know, I don't know how long until Elder spawns, but that's definitely a win condition for them.
Yeah, we saw Jax just yesterday get into the base and take the Nexus by himself, so that's definitely a possibility.
Yep. Galaxy have to respect that top lane. I feel like Nayun should be pushing bot. Doesn't have teleport, makes it a little dangerous.
Yeah,
So they're going to have Ryze go instead.
without Baron up, I mean, there's really nowhere to teleport to if Battlecast doesn't try to fight. They don't have to take a fight here. They let the split pusher push, and they pressure together. But on the other hand, Galaxy will be looking for a fight because that's what their team comp is for.
Yeah, they're basically just waiting for whenever Battlecast splits up with the split pusher so that they can go for a fight. And so with Ryze off on the side lane, it's definitely their moment to try and find something. The nice thing about having Ryze off on the side lane is he does have 2 ways in with his ult and with the teleport. Looks like Battlecast actually gonna try and find a bushwhack in a very bizarre spot, right? Like, in my mind, what to them says Galaxy wants to come through this route? Like, what about this position is the ideal spot for them? They're going to be pushing up on the wave. Could be cleared up fairly fast by Jimmins.
Oh, this is what Galaxy wants, though. All 5 of them are together. You know, split pushing. This is definitely what Galaxy is looking for.
Yeah. Definitely could go for a good engage. Randuin's did come out from Ezio. Definitely needs to get some magic resist now, but he's actually building more AP. Please be at least a Banshee's Veil. Something. While Insanity running away from Ducks. This fight is scary. Did go for the locket.
Hopefully he'll use it in a team fight.
Yep. 80 carries at the same item point now as well. I think Kai'Sa actually only 1,000 gold down now. So not really that noticeable.
She picked up a lot of kills. Before the pause, she was at 1 kill.
Yep. Yeah, she got a lot off of that bottom trade. Definitely putting up a good fight. Baron being up means just one more spot where Galaxy can try and find Battlecast. Jack showing bottom means there might be an opportunity here for Galaxy to go for the Baron. Ultimate comes out from the cannon. He's going to try and disengage, but Oriana's here. Might be able to shockwave Na Yunjing as he's going to jump away.
She waited a long time.
Yep.
She's that shockwave.
Yeah. I think he was waiting for Nayung to get onto the far side. That way it would pull him back in. But that just gave Nayung a chance to leap strike out of there.
Well, Shockwave's already halfway back.
Yeah,
More than halfway back. That's not a very long cooldown at all.
The cooldown is, yeah, not noticeable sometimes.
Keep in mind, Kennen and Ryze both do have teleport up.
Yeah, Ezio gonna go for an engage onto Daydream. Getting him pretty low, and Neonfire's actually found his way behind Nightmare and Karma, doing a lot of damage. He's gonna fall down, shut down gold on the Kai'Sa. This is pretty big. If they can start the Baron, they've got GA on Xayah. Like, they can afford to take a fight where he dies, because he's just gonna respawn. In the bot lane, Ryze actually gets the inhib tower as they start the Baron as well. They're just... They effectively pulled Galaxy apart. How can you jump Shockwave? Shockwave doesn't pull you in. It starts the animation and doesn't pull you in. So you can jump and flash out of Shockwave. because he got barely outside of its range before the pull-in started. It was very lucky timing. I wouldn't say he did it on purpose, but he might have. But I don't. It didn't look like he did. I think he just got lucky.
Battlecast looking to take.
Yeah, they've got the
another
combo
inhibitor
off, the
here.
Ori Malphite combo, but no damage to follow up. Nightmare's not in the fight, and a Dazzle lands onto Orianna. He's going pretty low. This Jax is terrifying at this point, having the Rage Blade. So much damage coming out of him. They need to find a fight if Kappa Crusader can get in, but there's just no good target right now. So they lose their second inhib. Elders respawn as well. Looks like they'll go for...
Battlecast going for a third inhib. Break the base wide open.
Yeah, they should be able to take this and then just step right back and get that Elder, I assume, and then reset. You could theoretically reset.
They
before
probably
getting-
could have won. They probably could have won right there.
Maybe with Malphite being down. I think it... I don't blame them for taking the safe route of let's just get our 4-stack Elder back and then go run back in. Like, if you know you should win with this Elder, then there's no reason to try and, like, press the issue. Especially with the kind of comp that Galaxy has.
Malphite will be up now for the next fight, and Galaxy will have their Wombo combo available. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but there's a possibility.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be in the base.
God, Battlecasts have so much movement speed. Triple air with Infernal, increasing that by another 50%. Right? Like, these guys are hauling right now.
Yeah, outrunning those Baron super minions.
Yeah, there's very little here on the side of Galaxy at this point to stop Battlecast from running them down. They're going to be escorting minions in from all three lanes, then probably converging in the center.
If Galaxy's going to take a fight, they have to take it.
They have to find it now. They have to get a good ult from Dux. There's just, again, no good targets. Banshee's on the rise. There's the combo, though, on to Neon as he's going to get low. Kappa Crusader in the back line. Pops the GA. Cosmic Radiance is going to be saving his team for the time being, but Ezio gets a double kill. Wants to make it a third. Is he able to pick up Dux? He does get the triple kill, but no Quadra, no Penta for him, as Insanity's gonna steal one, possibly steal another.
And it looks like that's going to be the end of game one.
Battlecast.
With Battlecast
winning.
on top.
Winning the nail biter.
That
was close.
That was a good game. That was a close game.
I would argue that's the best we've ever seen Galaxy.
No, they played very well. I mean, they played their comp like they were supposed to play their comp.
Yep.
For the most part.
Yeah, I didn't really see too many moments where they weren't trying to get the Wombo off. What do you think about MVP? Who do you think was MVP?
You know, the funny thing is, I didn't really think one member on Battlecast really shined over another.
Yeah.
I would probably have to give it to Neon just for the ridiculous CS laning pressure early. He got ahead and kind of just stuck with it and stayed ahead.
Yeah, he definitely was kind of the centerpiece for the team. His CS is ridiculous.
He did do the most damage in the game as well.
My hard part with him is he just played like an ape for a couple of minutes. Like, especially around that Baron, right? Like, they stole the Baron. Like, Ezio had the godsend Baron play, and Neon's just like, I'm gonna 1v4.
Yeah, his positioning, I agree, his positioning at some points was a little awkward. But
Yeah.
even with that, I still really can't think of anyone else on the team to give it to.
Yeah, that's fair. My choice would have been maybe Ezio. But no, I agree. I think Neon played pretty well.
Well, if I was to give it to Ezio, it'd be solely for the Baron steal.
The Baron steal. He had another couple good ults, but it was mostly that Baron steal which really kept them in the game. But yeah, no, we can give it to Neon for game 1. I can definitely agree and see that, even if he had a few missteps. Let's go ahead and invite you, Nightmare, Neon. Oh, did DG wake up? He's online.
I don't know. He can, if he wants to jump in, he can feel free to. But if not, I'm still available. He has been online in Discord. Do you mean on?
He's online in League.
I think he was online in League earlier as well.
He normally doesn't close it, but like it actually shows him green, which normally it has him as like a.
Maybe his cat touched it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Does he have a cat?
He does not.
I don't think his cat probably didn't touch it.
His computer's really weird though. It just randomly.
Oh, yeah, you can type to him and see.
Yeah, I messaged him in Discord. I don't think he's up.
All right, I'm gonna take just a minute or two real quick while they're getting themselves together in here.
Sure. I did not give Kiora his skin. It has not been 24 hours since I added him. So I'm waiting. Once this gets on grade, I can send it to him. I really don't know why slots are so hard to win there, Sam, because, I mean, you guys saw me. I did it on stream. I changed the win ratio on stream for slots. Maybe 200 isn't, like, a good number. Maybe it has to be low. Maybe lower is better? I don't know. Maybe that's not even... I don't know. No, emotes shouldn't... If emotes... Number of emotes shouldn't have an effect on it, right? As long as... Whatever it thinks its percentage chance to win is what it's going to be, whether there's 5 emotes or 2, right? If it's a 50% chance to win, having 5 emotes won't make that a different number. Having 2 just means you'll get one of those 2 more often. Tell you what, I just enabled a new one called 8 Ball, so you can ask the 8 Ball questions. Right, there's more possibilities of different combos, but it still will give you the same chance at getting a 3-point, right? All 3. So as long as it knows that it should give you 3 in a row, a certain percent of time, no matter how many there are, it knows that it should give you 3 in a row that many times.